Okay, and welcome to a kind of special episode of Spectrobes, recorded differently. This is basically just an evolution guide for all child form Spectrobes to get to know how to get them into their adult forms without using the evolved minerals. So first we have Villar. As a hard shell constructed of external skeletal pieces, he resembles a green cat. Such capabilities rather easy to control. To get him to evolve into a Villa Masta, he just needs 15 minutes in the incubator. Next up we have Sigu. Encased in brittle shell of armor, likes to play tricks on other creatures by making them think he's an egg. He's a little shy, but he's also a real prankster. And Sigu requires 30 minutes in the incubator to turn into Sigublos. Now we have Haruni. His big claws to dig up minerals buried in the ground. Usually eats until he's full, and then lets a huge burp. Also develop this sense of touch, and to get him to evolve into Harumite, he needs 45 minutes in the incubator and a defense of 175. Yeah, evolution in this game is sometimes a little difficult to figure out. Spyco has thick hair all over his body. However, it's actually softer than it looks. He uses a hammer attached to his tail to open rocks when searching for minerals. Other Spectrobe games use more gender-neutral terms than he. Anyways, Spyco needs 45 minutes in the incubator and an attack of 120 to evolve. Into Spycan, who you were already given. Negu. Negu is pretty laid back and usually just floats around in the air. He stays airborne by using two fin-like wings. His solitary eye looks like a colorful painted lens. He needs a whole freaking hour to turn into his adult form. Inca. By the way, Inca can be found on Genshi, usually around the volcano area. Inca is a guard-type Spectro. He fuels himself with energy derived from magma. His hard fossil-like shell serves as an excellent defense against attack, which he won't be using because he's a child Spectrobe and can't fight. Anyways, in order to evolve into Incappa, he needs 45 minutes in the incubator and a defense of 140. This is number 7. Dongar. Dongar is a fairly quiet Spectrobe. He obeys orders without question. He's a playful sort and likes to get around by curling into a ball and rolling from place to place. You actually kind of get to see that in the third game. Anyways, he needs a whole whopping hour and 200 HP in order to evolve into this Tyrannosaurus-looking guy. Bartar. The barter system. Barter likes to live in the woods and uses a propeller-like tail to cut down bushes and twigs that he uses to make nests. He has a hard shell that provides fine protection. He needs 45 minutes and he has to be at least level 15. Iowa. This is the guy from the fossil that Professor Wright just outright gives you. I have no idea how you pronounce that. That hummingbird thing sails through the sky with excellent speed and skill. He's very intelligent when he finds fossils or minerals and spins in circles at high speeds. He only needs 15 frickin' minutes to evolve. Number 10. Komainu! It's the Pikachu of the series! Pretty much is. Komainu has extremely advanced intuition, making him quite useful in searching. He's a truly faithful ally and loves having his soft, curly ears petted. He needs 30 minutes in the incubator and to be level 10 in order to evolve into Kamanoto. Oh, whoops. Sorry, wrong. Nah, this one. Okay. Shakin! Or Shaken. What's Shaken, Bacon? Shakin may look like a dangerous fighter, but he's actually very calm and gentle. His body is constructed of extremely hard metal that will never break. He needs 30 minutes in the incubator and 120 attack power. Suza. There's a similar Spectrobe in the third game called Zaza, who I personally think is like a sort of more feminine version of this one. I'll explain that in more detail in the third game. Suza can actually fly using his large ears as wings. He's a very determined creature and loves to search for things. He gets a little hyper when he finds cool stuff. He needs a whole flippin' hour. Sheesh, that's a long time. In order to evolve. Grilda resembles a young three-headed dragon black. These three heads don't always get along. When one head finds an item, all three want to quickly let you know about it. Now I'm just imagining them arguing like the huge role in Kid Icarus Uprising. Anywho, it needs a... Oh, this is another one that needs a whole freaking hour and has to be level 15. Sheesh. My gosh, no wonder I didn't figure a lot of this crap out without a guide myself. Gigio. Gigio is a bit strange. The way he moves looks a little funny, and he has multiple eyes that act as sensors. Therefore, he has amazing search abilities and a wide search range. Anyways, he only needs 15 minutes, but he also has to be level 12 in order to evolve. Kasumi. Kasumi is absolutely weightless. He drifts through the air like smoke. He has a friendly nature, enjoys being around people, and really likes magnetic places and things. Which is probably why you find him on Zeba. His fossil, anyways. And this is another hour longer. This is another Spectrobe that requires an hour. So, drop him in the incubator and go watch, I don't know, the final episode of Spectrobes that I posted or something, and he'll be ready to evolve by the time you're done. Whoa. Okay, well, we're getting heavy in here. Ah, yes, this guy. Samu Kabu? Am I pronouncing that right? Samu Kabu? Samu Kabu? Samukabu is a unique Spectrobe. His whole body is covered with a hard shell. He tries to act tough in order to hide the fact that he's actually rather timid. Anyways, Samukabu needs an hour and a half and has to be level 10 in order to evolve. Hour and a half in the incubator, that is. Anytime I give him an amount of time. Anytime I mention an amount of time, it's always in the incubator. This thing is just weird. Kubaku. Kubaku is a truly rare Spectrobe. He's 3 creatures in one. The one with the hair is the leader. The 3 are very close friends and like to meet other cool Spectrobes. This is the thing that evolves into the tank. Anyways, this is another one that requires an entire hour to evolve. Though I think the person that wrote the fact that I'm reading here started to realize that an hour sounds longer than it is, and actually says 60 minutes. Which 60 minutes is an hour, people. I am not fooled by your whatever. 18. Masito. The Guardian Spectrobe stores energy in a crystal situated on his shoulders, uses the energy for various useful tasks. He's also a reliable ally. Needs an hour and a half in level 15. But its evolved forms are pretty dang strong, so it's not surprising. Danawana. Danawana? Danawana is a support Spectrobe with superior search capabilities. His body is hollow and he's very light. He's a priceless ally when it comes to excavating buried items. I showed you guys one area where you can find him, supposedly. Supposedly you'd be able to find him the first time you're there on Misa, but it's never worked for me. Anyways, to evolve this master of finding things, he needs 45 minutes in the incubator and 180 HP. Bertie. Tenkiro. Tenkiro has wings, but he hasn't learned how to fly yet. The 4 red crystals on his chest possess amazing powers, and he won't realize it until he gets a bit older, like evolving. Speaking of which, that takes a whole 1.5 hours and at level 15. Okay, this is one whose fossil I couldn't actually find in the game itself. Actually, I think I did at one point. Anyways, you find this guy's fossil on Tabletop Mountain at the very top of the dang mountain. It's extremely rare fossil. Mosa era is one of the rarest Spectrobes of all. He looks tired and lazy, but many say that's just a disguise he maintains until he needs to do battle, which he will never do because he's a child form Spectrobe. Oh, whoops. I speak. But if you do want to make him do battle, he needs 15 minutes and to be level 12 in order to evolve. Mesa. Mesa is another of the extremely rare Spectrobes. He's said to have an excellent battle and recovery abilities, which we will never be able to test because he's a child Spectrobe and therefore can't fight. He may be a child, but he's very brave and very bold. The brave and the bold. Batman? Anyways, this brave and bold Spectrobe needs an hour and has to be level 15. So that's how you evolve all of the child Spectrobes into adult Spectrobes. By the way, as you could probably see here, I'm missing one of the 3 card-only Spectrobes because I've never gotten this card, and I don't have the money to go on eBay and find the card. I don't have money to do really anything right now. And I don't have a cheat sheet for this guy, so yeah. So anyways, that's all the requirements for evolving child Spectrobes into adult Spectrobes without using or abusing evolved minerals. If you're having a hard time getting those, or just for some reason don't want to do that. See you in the next video where I will teach you how to evolve adult Spectrobes into evolved Spectrobes, and we'll even read the evolved Spectrobes database entries. See you then.